After a long time of using this method as the only method, guess what? It stopped working. Because it's not a complete puzzle, but more a piece of the puzzle. Back then, I didn't realize that it was too much a good thing, and it just kind of ended up being out of balance. So, like, the self care side of things, being kind, encouragement, resting, like, all of it works. But there comes a point where I do find like a little sprinkling of shame to be kind of beneficial. Like, I know it's like not what people want to hear, but it's the truth for me. When it's a sprinkling, it doesn't really feel that bad. It feels kind of like a wake up call. So it's helped me start my strength training routine again. And there's times when I've used the encouragement method. Sometimes I don't need any method because like I just get up and go and do the thing. But there are times when I need to use something with a little bit more bite, something a little bit more sharp to get me where I want to go, like a little like boot in the butt, kind of like that. So like in my head, it kind of sounds like this. So you're telling me like you can't do this thing that you've done like every morning for the last however long? Cause why exactly? And that's how it sounds to me when I'm starting to lose focus. A sprinkle of shame can help me get my head back into gear. And it's really important. It's like it's got to be a sprinkle, like not the main part of the cake. So like in a way, I think of it as kind of like a little bit of embarrassment to myself. Like I think, like, am I really that weak? I know I'm not. And like a sprinkling of shame kind of like makes me feel embarrassed and kind of keeps me grounded in reality. I mean, like if there are logical reasons I can't do the thing, then okay. But given up, I get up like around like 5 or 6 in the morning. Like I can't think of any that usually come to mind. Like I can usually do something, like even if it's only 20 minutes of lifting or it's a stretch routine. I'm like, why can't I do that? Like, why the F can't I do that? And usually it works, like pretty much like 99% of the time. And I've realized I needed to make, in this case, exercise so easy that it's embarrassing not to do it. For me, that looks like minimal caffeine. If it's easy to get to sleep, it's easy to wake up early. Yeah, I can kind of suck having lower energy throughout the day, but really that's another wake up call. A wake up call to fuel myself with high quality meals, not just like glug glug with the caffeine. It's a moment to understand, like, why do I feel the way I do? Like, again, it's a lesson. So, like, after about 6 years of not exercising, I was doing my best to start all over again. I kind of forgotten like so much of how I used to be, like how I used to think, like how I used to live, my mindset, my approach, the place where I don't give an F lives, and also when to use it, when to care, and when to have fun, basically all one in the middle. Then like one day after about a 3 month break from exercising, I thought to myself, like, I still want to be better than I was last year. And a break isn't quitting. Even if it's a 3 month break, it's still a break. It's all up here, really. Like, it's not quitting, it's a break, it's a rest, it's a long rest. So I started wanting it so much. I was waking up without an alarm at 6 a.m. And that tells me all I need to know. So, like, my mind and my body wanted to be up earlier to get on with my day sooner. I decided to choose 3 exercises for one body part. So, for example, overhead shoulder press, lateral raise, and front raise for shoulders. And I mirrored this over my arms, my back, my core, my legs, basically like all over, kind of like a mini bro split kind of thing. When I got to legs, I'd repeat the cycle from the beginning. No days off. And guess what? It stuck. And do you want to know the reason why? So like choosing 3 makes it really, really achievable. It's easy to remember. It lasts about the right amount of time to feel the benefit. And not taking days off means I don't have to think about starting again. Like, I don't have to think like, oh, I'm having a day off. Oh, I've got to start again. I always tried it with no breaks as if that was like the only way to do things. And like, it's not the only way to do things. Like, I don't really get that sore afterwards. Like, I get a little ache here and there, but it's like, it's not debilitating. It's just like a little sore. And that was the key moment for me. No breaks, no days off. No having to start again because you stopped. It's like if you don't stop, you just it's just easier most of the time. So like it was then I realized in the past I hadn't really given myself enough consistency or made it easy enough so that it was like embarrassingly easy. So if I didn't do it, I'd be like, why? So like it's still early days, But as I learn new things, I want to share them because like I'm not the only person out there going through difficulty starting something new or trying to find the best way to stick to something. So like the reality is you can take being kind and shaming yourself way too far either way. It's like, in my opinion, too much of one and not enough of the other. And like the cake ain't gonna work for me, you know? So like the ingredients of life are like super duper personal. I know there are probably people out there who will totally disagree with using shame sprinkles. Like I know they're out there right now. But like I know there'll be people who agree as well. So just here to share. So I'm not here to please, like I'm here to share. So if you can relate with this, hit the like, and I'm gonna end it with 10 key takeaways. So use any emotional motivator with caution. Like it's a tool, part of a bigger picture. Always remember that. How much of an emotional motivator you're gonna need is gonna differ to other people. Some will use totally different ingredients to you. When your way works, it's right for you and other people too, but it's not gonna be for everyone. There's not one way to do things, generally speaking. Shame gets a really, really bad reputation, but I believe in the right amounts, it can be a really, really powerful tool for you to use. So, like, if you try and use it on other people, you'll probably just get told to fuck off. Like, to be honest. And in my experience, care and shame are linked, but again, too much and it becomes debilitating. Sprinkles, okay? Sprinkles. That's the way you want to think of things. So, like, while shame can be a useful tool, like, don't forget about the other ingredients too, like fun, enjoyment, encouragement, function, ability. Like, they're all useful motivators as well. Just because you can do the thing really, really well doesn't mean you should shame those who can't. Everyone's on a different journey. Just like judgment is usually best reserved for the self, shame is too. Like, obviously, there are outliers to this, so use your common sense and decide for yourself what the best choice is. The more choices like this you make for yourself, the more you lead by example. And shame can be used to push yourself. It can be used to push yourself beyond your current comfort zone. So, again, use with caution. Shame is an emotional trigger, it's an emotional energy. It's great to use, but don't over rely on it. It's just a small ingredient that can be used when times get tougher. And last, learning how to tap into emotional energy is great. One day in the future, the thing you're trying to do now will become who you are. You'll be able to do it. You'll be the version you wanted to become. Remember these difficult moments. Thank yourself for coming this far. Bye.